Take a couple of moments here while we play musical chairs here with our guests. Of course, you're watching Money TV, and for more information, you can visit our website at moneytv.net. Joined now in studio by Mr. Mike Lutton. He is the president of Newport Digital Technologies Incorporated, stock symbols NPDT. Mike, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, Mike, we had your CEO Gary DeMel on here a few weeks ago. Very interesting conversation, very interesting company. Why don't you tell us again what the company does?
The company basically exports technology from Taiwan that is mainly in the wireless industry, and those technologies range from WiMAX to RFID, radio frequency identification oriented projects. We have some e-learning capabilities as well, but mostly stuff that has been developed, the R&D has been put into it, and then we customize it for customers.
You know, I've always been fascinated by radio frequency ID, RFID as it's known in the industry. A lot of people don't know that now, you know, new U.S. passports that are being issued have RFID chips in them. What are some of the applications that your technology is being used for?
Homeland security, port cargo surveillance, everything from monitoring cash registers in restaurants to, believe it or not, there's RFID chips in the fins of fish in fish farms in Asia to track their growth. It'll have a big application in the food product section, a very large application in the medical related fields, and then extremely large in security and surveillance and those type of techniques.
Now, of course, Mike, everyone has heard of Wi-Fi. No one's in the last 5 years not been to a coffee shop and ripped open their laptop computer and that type of thing. But you mentioned WiMAX. A lot of folks might not know what that is. What is WiMAX? WiMAX
is it provides an internet connectability in rural areas or areas that don't have transmission. So it looks like a second base plate, and essentially will broadcast for 30 miles around mountains, around hills, and provide internet capability in places that you don't have it. We're in the process right now of installing WiMAX in fact, the Italian Alps. And it's kind of interesting because you would think, okay, Italy would have WiMAX, but the reality of it is, or internet connectivity, but the reality is in rural areas, it's very difficult to provide the connectivity. So this is kind of an equalizer and will bring, have a big impact on third world countries as well.
That's really exciting. Once again, Newport Digital Technologies Incorporated, NPDT is their stock symbol. For more information, you can call us toll-free, 888-259-4449 from the Italian Alps or anywhere in the world. Mike, since Gary and I were on the program talking about the company, what's new?
Well, he's in Hong Kong doing business. We just announced a partnership, more or less, with Microsoft, where we are now licensed, one of 32, I believe, in the world, to use their software in our devices. And they were very enthusiastic with our approach to the RFID. Predominantly our work with III and our work with eTree, which are the two large dominant think tanks in Taiwan, government-owned, which means the people of Taiwan own these, are 30 years old. They are funded to the excess of about $2 billion a year. They have over 8,000 engineers, and we have the capability of not only utilizing those engineers, but focusing project development. So Microsoft was very interested in the fact that we are driving several new versions of products that they can be involved with, and that's why we're in partnership together.
Well, you know, Mike, that has to be exciting because, you know, Money TV, we're about to enter our 14th year on TV, and I can only think of 2, perhaps 3 other companies in that period of time that have gotten into a partnership with a company like Microsoft. I mean, that must really feel, with them, you know, signing on with you, that validates what you folks are doing.
Yeah, I think our ability to get the license agreement to utilize their software does validate what we stand for, and you know, we're a dynamic young company. I mean, we don't have any debt, we don't have any accruals, and we're moving forward at a very rapid pace with offices in several locations around the world, and we feel very comfortable that we have a very thoughtful and well orchestrated business plan.
Now, about the from the standpoint of company generating revenues, I mean, are you selling equipment? Are you basically getting into subscription situations, licensing? How does your revenue stream work?
We take a product, and what we do is we market our products through channel partners. We have a partnership agreement with Ingram Micro, which is one of our channel partners, and as that would work is that we would put a product into the system and then they would market it. We would, in fact, have them come back and tell us that we need this product, but we need it customized to fit our clients' needs. So we would take and re-engineer it in Taiwan, or what we would do is we would create that product, if in fact it didn't exist, and then provide it in the sales channel. So our revenue, for instance, we have standing orders right now that are all based on having a product certified. So as we customize a product, we have to go through a recertification process. So we are in a process of 2 different products right now, that one will be certified by the end of the month and another one by mid-October that will go to sales.
Now I would assume that once you get into a sales relationship, this really becomes recurring revenue, so to speak, right?
Yes, and we think we have a real competitive advantage, which is we provide, again, the capability of customize something for a customer, and in very quick time and at a very efficient price point because of our engineering support.
Mike, a little bit less than a minute left, but I just wanted to touch real quick on the e-learning aspect of the company that you spoke of. Tell us about that very quickly.
Well, e-learning is growing at a very rapid rate, basically because if you can provide access to the internet, you can upload all of the curriculum. You can upload the books, as you see, you know, the book sales going now away from the paper to electronic. But you can upload the curriculum, which means that school districts don't have to pay for books. They don't have to have, they can have a virtual library. And all it really takes is access to the internet and then a very small laptop like you have right there. And in fact, III, who is our partner in Taiwan, invented the notebook.
Oh, wow.
And so it's that notebook and the capability of giving a child that notebook and having them have the ability of accessing the internet and their curriculum really is an equalizer for education on a global basis.
You know, you're absolutely right. There was actually a news item this week. I think it's a college in Boston or in the Boston area that's eliminated their book library completely, and it's all going to electronic formats. So
that's exactly right.
Exactly right. Newport Digital Technologies, NPDT is their stock symbol. Again, our toll-free number, 888-259-4449. Mike, thanks for the update.
Thanks a lot.